Hi there. Well, sometimes you just turn up at your local airfield with your flying wing and you can just handhold it, start it, and away you go. But other times you just want to do a little bit of work on the engine to check it's right, and that's where it becomes a little bit more difficult. For example, I've got this wing here, I've got my Irvine 20 in it. It's never been in this wing, and actually I haven't run the engine for about 2 years. So I'm going to need to set up the throttle servo, the kill switch. I'm probably going to need to do a little bit of tuning, and I really don't want to be holding that in my hand, trying to adjust my radio, trying to adjust the needles and getting the throttle response just right. Sometimes you just want to make life a little bit easier for yourself. So I've done just that, and this is what I did. Here it is. I've made myself a wing stand, something that I can put my wing on when I'm at the airfield and make those fine adjustments and feel that I'm relaxed and comfortable doing it. Where I fly, we don't have benches or tables for RC planes for setting them up, and even if you have got them, they're not particularly suited to flying wings like this. So here we go. I've made my own, and take a look at this and see how I did it. Now this is the finished stand just after I'd given it a coat of polyurethane varnish to hopefully fuel proof it. Only time will tell on that. Now you can see there's a lovely wing profile here. Originally you can see from these pictures that it had just a flat bottom that the wing sat on, but that was really, it didn't sit well, because most flying wings have a symmetrical or semi-symmetrical wing shape, and it just didn't fit. So having these lovely profiled curves on the bottom of here just helped with sitting the wing on. And you can see that once I've got the side pieces cut out, I just put on a piece of timber on the bottom, just something I had lying around, just screwed in from the side, and then joined them together with this piece of I don't know, what is it, 2x4 or something like that. Again, just something I had lying around. Now I tried to keep these quite widely spaced so that I could put on smaller wings, bigger wings, and the prop would be well clear of the sides when I was lifting the wing off. Now to try and protect the wing, I've just got to the stage where I'm going to put on some of this pipe insulation. Now in the UK this is just standard 15mm pipe insulation, and I've just cut out a little bit of it there so it fits onto these side formers. Now I've done a hole at the lowest point, and I'm just going to slide that on like that, and then we can just put in a cable tie and just pull that down nice and tight, and get it out of the way and trim that off just quickly. My scissors will do it. Yes, they will. And there we have the protection. I did think about putting some protection here. I'll see how that goes. I'm going to leave it off for the moment and just concentrate on having this here. So as you can see, there's nothing to it. This was made literally out of scrap wood. So anyway, now let's see how it works in the field. Well, the wind's really picking up here today. Hopefully it's not affected the camera sound. So we've got the stand, a couple of holes in the back. The first thing I'm going to do is pin the stand down to the ground. The last thing I want is for plane and stand to suddenly start moving while I'm running it. So that's securely fixed now, and the plane will just sit nicely on the stand there, and there's plenty of prop clearance, plenty of ground clearance. So now we'll get this started and see how it runs. I'm back in my workshop now, and actually it's quite nice to get indoors. Even though it's a gorgeous day out there, boy is it windy. And I do apologise for the sound quality when I'm out in the field. It really was blowing a gale. But having had the stand, and it allowed me to really get my engine tuned in nicely without having to worry about holding it, and now it runs really sweet, and I can't wait to get back out there as soon as the wind drops. It's looking favourable tomorrow, so fingers crossed for that. So the stand worked really well, and I'm really pleased with it. One thing I've done since I've got back is I've just trimmed off a little bit of the foam on the back here, because the flaperons were just binding when I was just testing that they worked. It was okay when it was on the stand, but any movement would just bind. So that's just improved that. Still supports the wing, lovely. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it's given you something to think about, and if you like flying wings, that it could make it a lot better when you get out into the field and you really want to just concentrate on those engines. So thanks for watching, and good flying.